Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing some winter sowing. So I'm going to show you all the seeds that I want to sow, and then I'm going to show you all the equipment. So it's super simple. First, I guess I'll start with the fun part, the seeds. I might be a little late for these, but these are the pansy black devils. I am going to do just 8 because that's what my I'm going to try something new this year. I got cell blocks. Well, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might do 20. And these are winter hardy. Obviously, they won't do great in the summer, but I think now they'll be fun. I just want to put them in a couple containers and see how they do. But I'm excited about those. But I will sow those in the fall. So we got some tomatoes, which I'm really excited about. I put these on my salads all the time, or just a snack. But these are the Livingston Red Cherry Large, and these only go 1/4 of an inch deep, and then they like full sun. This is a vigorous vine, produces all season and prolific bearer, so it'll produce a lot of tomatoes for me. I'm excited about. And I'm also doing this variety, which I've never heard about, and it's really, really cool. It's a tomato woolly Kate Yellow by Baker Creek, but it's like yellow and it's really cool. It's 80 to 90 days, and it's interdeterminate as well. So basically what determinate and interdeterminate tomatoes are. Determinate tomatoes, they will basically are determined, they bush out maybe 5 feet at most. They're good for like containers and patios. Indeterminate are more vines. You probably need like a trellis or something to hold it up because they'll get top heavy. They probably get 8 to 10 feet. So indeterminate is just really tall, and then the determinate is a little bit smaller and compact. Then I'm going to start some green peppers. This is obviously Livingston, and this is a California Wonder Green. And this is 4 to 6 weeks before last frost, 1/4 of an inch deep, and it likes full sun, and they'll mature 70 to 75 days. Let's see, we're doing sage. I'm super excited about this. I probably won't cook with it, but I think it'll be very fragrant. And one of my favorite plants is a lamb's ear, and this is kind of reminiscent of that. I love the cooler tones and the texture of this, but this says start 6 to 8 weeks and 80 to 90 days to harvest, and 1/4 of the sun to part shade. I'm just going to put this in a container, so that'll be real easy for me. We got another, like the sage, some basil. I did basil last year. Real super simple. I love caprese salad, so I will be using this and cooking with this. Next, I'm really excited about, we got Baker Creek. We have these little cute bunny tail grass. A lot of our fescue around the pond, they're just dry, and I want to see what they look like going into spring and summer, see if they bounce back. If not, I'm just going to replace them with these. They are super cute. I like the little, looks like bunny tails, so I think that'll be really cute texture around the pond. It says 6 to 8 weeks before last frost, and they're tidy plants. They reach just 12 to 24 inches tall, and then it says harvest seeds when light green and before pollen sheds to ensure everlasting blooms. I guess it's blooms too, but I don't know. So I really like grasses. I like we have miscanthus back there, pennisetum or switchgrass, and so fescue. So I'm gonna love these. Niagara Falls, I mean, we have a lot of grass. I think it provides a lot of cool, interesting texture to this. So we got that. We have some phlox. I'm excited about that. We're going to put this probably in our maybe shade garden or part, I don't know. But this is an attractive mix. It will attract hummingbirds. So I'm super excited about that. Planted depth is 1/8 of an inch deep, and it takes 65 to 80 days to bloom. They're beautiful. So as you know, I've kind of gone in the direction of making my garden a pollinator friendly garden. So this is Tweedia. It's a lot like milkweed. although this is an annual and it can be poisonous, so just watch out. This is called Heavenly Blue, and although it is a perennial in zones 10 to 11, it makes for excellent cut flowers, and it's native to South America, and it will get about 2 feet tall. And it does say sap is toxic, so if you have any dogs or I know cats like to chew on, maybe put in a location where they don't go. So this will, let's see, 1/8 of an inch deep, and it needs 8 to 12 hours of sun. So this is a full sun lover, so I know exactly where I'm going to put this. Instead of zinnias this year, they were although they were beautiful, I had very good success. I'm going to try dahlias this year. So this is the Unwinds Mixed Dahlia. This is a tender perennial. Obviously, I'm doing them from seeds, so kind of like I did with my callas, my caladiums, all that, my cannas, they will have tubers that I can harvest. So I'm excited about this. The gift that gives on giving. So the 4 to 6 weeks before last frost, and it says tubers may be overwintered in frost, like I'm doing, like I just said, and that needs full sun, 8 to 12 hours, planted depth, 1/8 of an inch. I'm super excited about this one. Laura from Garden Answer encouraged me to do this one. She grew it last year and I really liked it. This is Craspedia. It looks like little yellow golf balls or ping pongs. But this is yellow drumstick. Almost if you ever seen allium, which is purple, these are yellow. So these are perennial for 8 to 11. I'm zone B, so they might naturalize, I don't know. And they're beautiful cut or dried flowers, and they need 8 to 12 hours of full sun, 1/8 to 1/4 inch of, and that sprouts 14 to 18 days. I'm going to try this again. I'm going to redeem myself. I'm going to do Forget-Me-Nots again. This is Bluebird. I love the name of it. I did Forget-Me-Nots last year, and I had some success, but I feel like, I don't know, I just want to give it another shot. I feel like I have a little bit more potential with this, and I loved how it looked. I am going to put this back as a marginal on the edge of my pond. The 6 to 8 weeks, they're hardy in zones 5 to 10, so this is a perennial for me, and blooms early spring. So that's why I'm doing these right now. 6 to 8 hours of full sun, and it says surface sow, so I might just sprinkle it on top, and I'll go through how I plant and everything. I want to do a little bit different method. If you're just now watching me, you can go back to my previous videos, or this year I'm going to do a cool method that we do with the master gardeners that they showed me. So that is what I'm doing. Actually, no, I forgot. This is what I'm most excited about. So I love teas. I drink tea most every night. I think it's very beneficial. I love, especially when it's cold outside, a hot tea. It just is very relaxing. There's like a chamomile. Well, I love the brand Harney and Sons, and they have a lot of different flavors and stuff like that. Well, I went to Nashville and I went to World Market, and they had Harney and Sons, and I found a new one that I'd never seen before. It's called Indigo Blue. Well, I put one of the sachets, I steeped it and made the tea, and I saw it was this beautiful blue color. And so, and then also like putting lemon in my tea. And if you've ever made cabbage, like purple cabbage before, and you put like vinegar in it, it kind of turns blue or purple, indigo, violet, whatever. Anyway, my tea turned pretty purple or indigo, kind of. So anyway, it's called Butterfly Pea, and I was drinking butterfly pea flower. So these are 2 varieties I'm super excited about. I'm going to grow these and harvest the blooms for the tea so I can make myself. And that's also, I don't know if I showed you, I got lemon balm to go with it. It says you can do lemongrass, but I think this will be just fine. So yeah, so I'm really excited about this. As you can see, it's a beautiful blue color. And these are kind of like morning glories. I grew morning glories last year and they were glorious. They grew, they were prolific, and so I think that these will do really good. I just love the color. Blue is kind of a rare color in the garden, so that's why I have a lot of like Tweedia, forget-me-nots, these, you know, a lot of blue in the garden this year. I think that's kind of going to be my theme. Also, I have some surprises this year with my annuals. I'm going to do mass plantings this year instead of a lot of different things. That way I get a little bit of formality and in unison. So that is what we're going for this year. Last thing I'm going to show you, I'm not going to plant today because I should have known, but kind of like my nasturtiums last year, these are moonflowers. These are really cool, and these are in the Morning Glory family. Now, for Morning Glories, I'll when I start seeding and open up the packs, I will show you. I already can feel these are pretty big. I can actually show you my friend Jeff. He grows Morning Glories, and he gave me actually some pods of Morning Glories that I'm probably going to open up, and it will provide some seed for me. These are what the pods look like. He harvested them, and I'm going to break these up. But these like to be soaked 24 hours to kind of soften up that seed, the layer. And then sometimes you can either file it down or clip them with like fingernail clippers, and that will that will help your germination rate. So like I said, I'll read this to you. Planting instructions says it's an annual. Direct sow as soon as warmed to 55 degrees. And then it says soak seeds for 24 hours before planting. And it says provide support for rambling vines and expect flowers all summer. So these are really big, and the smell is very fragrant and aromatic, and I cannot wait for these. I'm going to put these behind my, Eclipse hydrangeas, because I have a little bit of trellis work there, and then the railing for the deck. And when we sit back there, I'm hoping that these will bloom at night, and so I hope it will provide like some, kind of like my wallflowers in here, like some nice refreshing smell. So I'm very excited about that. But when I get done with this, I'll probably get a cup and start soaking these. That way I can put them in. All right, so let me get into a little bit. Oh, and then there's one more thing. The gentleman, Jeff, that shared these with me, he also gave me some Cleome seeds that I want to do, and these are a lot. But I'm very excited about these. I looked them up, and they're pretty pink. They're kind of like, I think they're called a spider plant, but you know, they're tall, kind of like a spiderwort, but it's kind of like little dainty and little frilly pink flowers. You can look them up, but they're beautiful. I can put a picture up there for you. All right, so let's get into like a simplified method. So you can find these off Amazon, Walmart. This is just the 1-inch, I think this is the 40 cell count tray. And it will come with, I think, 5, and I think it's about $20. So you can, and that's what it looks like. There's holes underneath, and then it will come with 5 trays with no holes. And you basically put that in here once you have the soil and the seeds in there, and that way, usually when I start seed, I have a squirt bottle, and I will spray them until I see green, and then I will water from underneath. I'll just pour it underneath. So that's that. So this, I am not doing this method this year with a cell, although I do have a 15 count 2-inch. Let me open this up real fast. That, like the moonflower, so the larger the seed, the bigger, like if it says the planting depth, I kind of go that way too. The planting depth is a 1/2 inch to even an inch or something like that. Usually they're bigger seeds, and you want to start them in a little bit bigger container than what this will provide. And you'll see what I'm talking about in a little bit when I start planting these. It just needs a little bit more room to grow, and they'll so this is what these look like, and I'm going to start like the moonflowers. These are what I'm starting right now, early, like February, and then maybe the end of February. I have some like watermelon, cantaloupe, sunflowers, marigolds, obviously the melons and the like squash and stuff like that, sunflowers. They're bigger seeds, so I'm going to start them in the bigger cell block. So we'll have to wait on that. But so we got that, and then it also comes with, I guess I'll show you these humidity domes, and this just locks in the moisture. That way they won't dry out, because it's very imperative that you keep all of your seeds very, like, the soil damp and moist during this process. See, there's the humidity domes, and see, I need to fix this one up. It's brand new. I'm prepared. All right, so we got the cell blocks. So other than these, I'm not going to use these this year, but I am going to use the trays. So this is what I want to use the trays for. So I'm going to put the soil blocker, you know, like that. So I'll get all that ready. And this is just a soil blocker. I'll show you how all that works. So let me... this is the, I don't know, I've never used this before. It's called Jiffy. It's natural and organic seed starting mix. Professional greenhouse quality. So, and this it's 12 quarts. I think I got this online. I don't know if it was Amazon, but I think 2 came with it. And I think it was about $11 or $12. It was about $6 a bag. I'm not sure how much I'm going to need today. I have 4 bags. Okay, so we have this and this. Let me put this down here to clean a little bit of room for myself, because I'm going to move this over here. Oh, another thing you need along with the seed starting mix is you can have a little bit of compost. This just provides, you know, nutrients. It's rich soil, and this is, I believe, organic. My mentor from Master Gardener gave that to me, so I really appreciate that. Everybody's so nice and helpful and want everybody to be successful. And then another one is sand. This is green sand and phosphate, and obviously phosphate is good for root growth, because we want to grow strong, sturdy plants. So this is a little cheat sheet. Oh my goodness. And this is for cool flowers, which is pretty much what we have. Everything kind of starts early, what I showed you. And so step 1, what are we planting? We showed you that. And then what does the seed need? And then do the research. So I kind of went over that very lightly, but 1 is light. Obviously, I don't put light on them until I start to see the some growth, and then I'll turn my lights on. And they need to be like fluorescent or very bright lights, because they need that sun, the photosynthesis, the sugar, and all that to make them grow. It will need, sometimes you need like a heating pad, you know, that will help improve the germination rate. And then you water, like, check it like every day. I think I spray at least every day, at least once, and sometimes maybe twice, but definitely keep them moist. And then direct versus indoor sow, just decide what you want to do. Some of the seeds I probably will try to sow, like I have some corn that I might direct sow this year. I want to try a direct sow method. Now, if you remember last year, for my old subscribers, old people, they my cut flower garden. Remember, I just threw that mix from American Meadow. And I'm going to do that this year too if you missed out. I just threw it and it came out. Provided poppies, milkweed, larkspur, delphinium, coreopsis, gaillardia, just a lot of great plants and flowers for pollinators. And the tools, hopefully I went through all this, but I'm going to go over it again just to make sure. We have 3 to 4 inch mini soil blocker, and that is what this is. That is the method that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to show you how that works. We have a tray, which that's what this is. 1 to 2 containers, which I've not showed you that. That's what's behind me. This is just going to help me put the soil in there, the potting mix. I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to dump the bag. And then put some compost in the sand and then some water. And I'll go through that process with you in a little bit. And then we need a paint scraper or your hand. That's just to, you'll see when I put the soil in there, that way the paint scraper, you can like brush it off and get a clean, whatever. Toothpicks, which I forgot, so I'll show you the technique. Basically, all that is, you kind of make it wet, lick it, and then stick it. You lick it, and then you get a piece of seed, and then you put it in the soil. Just provide, because they're so little, it's hard for your finger to put it in there. So toothpick will, and I'll show you. And then a sifter. I think that's already done. I already can feel this. This is very, very soft. I don't think it has any. If you get something big like something like topsoil or something, there's like bark, some big wood chips. You want to make sure that it's very airy and light and soft. That's why there's sand, the compost, this sphagnum moss is great, vermiculite, perlite, stuff like that. It's just you want the roots to have something easy to grow into, and you don't want something like a piece of wood or something hard and it won't grow. So that's just what that is. The sifter sifts out all the big chunky stuff that the roots will have a tougher time to grow. And then the mix, you can obviously alter this a little bit, but if you know half the recipe or whatever, but 16 cups of sifted peat moss or cocoa fiber. And let me see what the ingredients is, because this does feel very like light and airy. Okay, so it says this mix contains 60 to 70% of sphagnum peat moss, vermiculite, core pith, and lime for pH adjuster, which is good. I think our soil here lives at, I think 6 to 6.5. It's a little bit on the acidic side. It's pretty much what you want. And something like blueberries, you can always put in the Spoma soil acidifier. I think hydrangeas, if you want them to be blue, I think it needs to be acidic also. And then super pink needs more alkaline. Anyway, okay, so 4 cups of sifted compost, which we have that. And then, so if you want to do smaller, you do like a fourth. It'd be like 2 cups of peat moss, and then to 1 cup of sifted compost. And then, so you can do it. So 16 cups of whatever mix you have, 4 cups of sifted compost, 1/4 cup of green sand or rock phosphate powder, and then 6 to 7 cups of water. So I'm going to show you kind of the consistency that you want. You want it to be moldable, but no water dripping either. Maybe a few sprinkles, but you don't want it so dry that when you ball it up that it just falls apart. So you want it to have some very good consistency. And then the soil blocking process, mix the ingredients. The mixture should be very moist, like I said. If stuck in soil blocker too dry, add more water. Hold stationary bar, that's what this is, and fill chamber, rock back and forth. Make sure all their it's filled, and you just press mixture, and then do. I always like to do a little bit, and then it'll come out really easy. Push plunger while lifting. That's basically all that is. All right, so let's roll up our sleeves and start this thing. Hope y'all are excited. If you're liking this, give me a like, comment, and subscribe. I want to talk to y'all. Let me know what y'all are growing this year. So, first things first. So, let me see. This is 3 to 4, 12 quarts. Alexa, how many cups in 12 quarts?
12 quarts is 48 cups.
Okay, 48 cups. So, 32. And do that. So 48. So that's about 2 times 3. So I'll probably need 16, and that's 32. And then an 8. So it's 2.5. So 2.5 times 4 is about 10. So I need 10 cups of the compost, which might be the whole bag. I don't know. Yeah, that's probably about right. So it's the whole bag of this, and then 1/4 cup of the green sand. A 1/4 cup, but I'm just going to use all of it because if I times it by 2.5, that feels like almost a cup. Might be a little bit too much. I think we can do it. Yeah, that'll be good parts. And then we've got to get our water. Okay, so I'll be right back. I probably could have used a bigger container. And I'm kind of using warm water. This way it's a little bit more comfortable for me. I'm going to get one more of these. All right. Put this down here. All right, so best tools you have to mix this is your hands. So you get in there, get dirty, roll up your sleeves. I love the smell. So see, it's really easy. Don't be overwhelmed to do this. Why I'm doing the cell block method, and why do you even want to start seeds? Well, one, it saves money. You can buy one of these seed packs for next to nothing, $2 to $3 with, some come with 10 seeds, some comes with 30, 40, 50 seeds. So it just depends. So, one, it saves money because if you buy a mature plant at the thing, you're going to get one, and it's going to be quadruple the price of the seed pack. So it's going to save money, and the soil block method is going to save me a lot of room this year. So as you can see, like those cell blocks, the 50 count, how much room it took. Well, I can get how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 in a little thing. So I'm really excited to try this this year. And there's a couple more practices that you need to do after it's all done, but I will get to that in a little bit later. So let me show you what it looks like. So I'm going to do like a ball test. So see, there's a little bit of moisture, which is okay, but it still feels dry. It's still a little crumbly, and this is just the perfect amount of moisture for the seeds to germinate. See, stays like a ball, but you know, it's not like a really bad mess. But yeah, it still releases a little bit of moisture, some water. Yeah, that's good. It still clumps up, so that's perfect. All right, so now let me show you how to use this blocker. Y'all, I'm crazy. I'm one of these that usually I wear gloves in the garden. Although I like to play in the dirt, I like to also clean them. So that is what I'm going to do really fast. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So they're clean. So another thing, while I was in there rinsing my hands, I also got my soil blocker wet, and that will just make easy when you stamp it in there. It won't stick to like the walls of the block, so it'll come out a lot easier for you. So I'm actually going to move you a little bit forward just so you can see this process a little bit closer. Okay, so we have our perfectly combined mixture. Hope y'all can see this really good. So let me just go over really fast. So you need 16 cups of sifted peat moss or cocoa fiber, 4 cups of compost, a fourth cup of green sand, and then 6 to 7 cups of water. And you can just test. Do a little bit, like do like maybe 5 to 6, and then go from there. You can always add more. You can't, you know, you can always add soil, but just a little bit. It's a little bit more cost effective that way. And so we have that mixture. These are from the soil trays. This is just you can use anything. I'm just going to put my stamp it in here like that. Maybe like this, probably actually. All right, so I have my stamper, and I did get this pre-moistened. So I'm just going to stick it in the soil that I just created, the mixture. I'm going to rock it back and forth. And see, that's what you have. And then I just kind of like, you see, I gun it a little bit. So I stick it down there, and I help it a little bit before I lift it up. And lift it up. Perfect. My little cells like that. And this is where the seeds go. All right, let's do this side. We'll rock it. Make sure everything's good. Okay, it's in there. And then we'll go to this side, stick it down there, rock it a little bit, and just kind of gun it. And then lift it up. Then have this side. They look like little brownies. But I grant you, you do not want to eat these. And then I'm just going to go along. So I'm going to give y'all a little math test. how many blocks do you think I can fit in there? Leave it down in the comments. I think it's super simple, y'all. Don't be overwhelmed. Alright, so I guess while I'm doing this, we can talk a little bit about what the kind of like the next steps are. There's a few things that you can do to help the plants become a little stronger. One is, I'll show you right here, is fish fertilizer. And you don't want to do this until you see growth, but this is 511 phosphate, NPK, nitrogen, phosphate, and potassium. And so it says great for all indoor and outdoor plants, for organic gardening, and it won't burn. So that's the main thing. You know how I like the espelma, like the biotone and all those fertilizers. Well, that might be a little bit too harsh. It might burn little babies. So, all right. So we have all that. And the next thing, you can put like a fan, and it will kind of resemble like the wind outside, because you want strong plants. That way they won't droop, and it just makes for a stronger, I believe it's the cambium layer of the plant. The last one. Ta-da! All right, let me show you what we have there. I think they turned out beautiful. And see, so let's count them. Let's see if you got it right. So each one is, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's 20. And then times how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 times 20, we have 160 cell blocks or plants. Now go a little bit further. How much is an average plant at the garden center? Let's say like a little pint of a petunia. Let's just say $9 or $10. If you say 10 times how many? 160. That's $1,600 right here. $1,600 right here. Isn't that crazy? Crazy, crazy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that in there. And we're going to get to sowing. This is the fun part, y'all. Alexa, what's the average cost of a plant at a garden center?
The average cost of a plant at a garden center is $10 to $20. This price range is consistent with the budget of $5 to $50 per plant, indicating that the majority of plants at garden centers fall within this price range. However, the cost of plants can vary depending on factors such as the type of plant, its size, and the season.
All right, so now we pretty much got all the laboring out of the way. Now we can have fun. Now we can actually plant the seed. So this is exciting. I think what I'm going to do, since I have so many and they're just right here, I'm going to start with these cleomes. And I think I'm going to do a whole block of these. I think I'm going to do 20 of them. And like I said, we have this little dapper right here, and then you're going to want some plant tags. So you can, put them in the corner. Maybe, I don't know if that's a good idea for these. I might, you know what? I think tape might be a little bit better this year. Yeah, let me use some tape. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, now we have tape and a Sharpie. So let's do the cleomes. And this is why you need a toothpick, so you can lick it, and then get one of these seeds. Yeah. Now what does it say? 2 to 3 pinch top soil. Top of soil. All right. And we just put it in there. I'll put the do the little dabbers to extend it just a little bit. All right, so let me see. So I'm going to do the cleomes. I'm going to do some phlox, green peppers, cherry tomatoes, 2 varieties of the butterfly pea flower, which I'm most excited about, lemon balm, Crispedia, forget-me-nots, dahlias, cucumbers. Actually, I'm not going to do cucumbers yet. Tomatoes, again. Pansies, I'm only going to do about 8, maybe 10. Just to see how they do. I might be a little bit late. Grass, I'm excited about. Basil and sage. And I'm probably going to direct sow these in some containers also, but I just want to, try something new. All right, oh, and then Tweedia. So I'm going to do all those, and then I'll show you when I finish. And then obviously I'm going to label everything too, so I know what is what. And I'm going to do the cucumbers with maybe the end of February, beginning of March, with my watermelon, sunflower, squash, and all the gourds and stuff like that, because they're kind of similar. So I'll be right back. All right, y'all. So I just finished 160 plants. We have 10 of the woolly Kate cherry, and then 10 cherry tomatoes. We have wholesale 20 of the little bunny tail grass. We have 1 cell of the 20 phlox. We have 5 basil, 15 tweedia, whole cell of cleome, 5 pansy, 15 forget-me-nots, 15 crispedia, 5 lemon balm, 15 pepper, and then 5 sage. They're all right here. So I didn't get to the dahlias. If you remember me talking about, a lot of these seeds were surface sowing or 1/8 of an inch and just like rough up the surface. These dahlias, even though I think it does say 1/8 of an inch, their seeds are pretty big, along with the butterfly pea flower. And then the moonflower, obviously, I'm going to soak and nip the seed too, and I'll show you that process too. But I didn't get to get to that today, but I will show you that. But the dahlias and the butterfly pea flower, I'm going to put in those larger 2-inch cells. So yeah, I think we got a lot done today. I hope I relieved some anxiety from you. If you might, want to start your seed, hopefully this really helped. But thank you for joining me today, and I will keep you updated on the progress of my seeds. All I'm going to do is just mix this with water, put the humidity dome, and pray. But thank you, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, y'all.